mean, I love the X-Men movies. You know, I loved what Brian did with it, starting almost 20 years ago now. And I've loved being a part of it, being part of the universe, like you said, and Deadpool and Logan. And I think this movie is probably closest in its tone to Logan, to the last Wolverine movie, which is grounded and emotional and about the characters and giving these extraordinary actors a chance to really act dramatic scenes. But unlike Logan, this has a more supernatural, fantastical, like we said, cosmic side to it. So it's like if you were to take Logan and combine it with, you know, a space movie, is what you would end up with for this.
And how was your experience directing it?
Well, like you said, it was wonderful, to answer the short answer. But like you said, I've worked on a lot of these X-Men movies now, and I grew up reading the comics, obviously. So I knew the world so well. That was easy to walk into. I knew the actors so well. The new addition to the cast, Miss Chastain, I knew from working on The Martian together, which I produced. And so it was just this wonderful family that I felt like we were all making the movie together. It was a really collaborative process, and we were all supporting each other. So it was an easy transition in many ways because I knew the world and because I knew and loved these guys. I mean, I really wanted to tell as much of the Dark Phoenix story as I could. I mean, as you know, there's so much to the story, and kind of more than you could tell in any one movie. So that was enough to fill this film. In fact, it was too much to fill this film. But I think other storylines that maybe inspired it, Secret Invasion inspired it a little bit. And I really liked what the cartoons did with the Dark Phoenix story, which is a little bit different than the comics. So there was some references to the cartoons in there as well. But the Dark Phoenix story is so rich and so full that I didn't really need to add anything. In some ways, I actually needed to pare it back to focus on what was the most essential to the story.
The X-Men cartoons were great. They introduced the X-Men to a lot of people.
I think what's so true about the comic is, I think some of the strongest female characters in all comics are in the X-Men, and it's always been that way. And I think that's reflected in our film very much, and it's reflected here on stage. These are the two actors that came to Brazil. Both happen to be incredibly strong, kick-ass women, actresses, and characters in the movie, and that's not by accident.
And let's talk about the time period. The movie's play is set in the 90s, right?
1990s.
1990s. How fun was that?
It was really fun for me. I was set in 1992, which is the year that Smells Like Teen Spirit came out. And, you know, we didn't go too kitschy, too extreme with the period. And when you look at actually the early 90s, they're not that different than now, but there's some music choices in the movie, and certainly the cars and some of the details. But unlike the 80s, which are like a really extreme period in terms of hair and fashion, the 90s were a little bit more subdued. So it fit the tone of the movie because it feels more realistic and more now.
And I guess, I think you brought some special content to show here.
I think you know I brought a special clip to show.
I don't know, but...
Well, okay, so you like the trailer, that's online. What you're about to see, you are the first to see in